Villages dotted along the Buzi River is becoming clearer. This as water levels recede more than 10 days after one of the worst natural disasters to hit the southern hemisphere. Now, the SABC's Njanji, Chauke and Sicelo, Hlanula are in the Sofala province, where survivors in the predominantly subsistence farming community are battling to build their lives.
As you jet out of the port of Beira, the hallmarks of Cyclone Idai, all clear for all to see. Flattened homes, uprooted trees and damaged refineries. It will go down as one of the worst storms to hit the southern hemisphere. And since the cyclone struck Beira in the Sofala province, the local airport has been a hive of activity, as aid organizations continue to descend on Mozambique to distribute aid and treat survivors.
The objective of what we are trying to do here is to deliver food aid and get to the people on the riverbanks that aren't getting fed by the main bulk loads that are being run out of Beira. So we've got a couple of teams that are going to be running up and down with boats and delivering food.
South African NGO Gift of the Givers have been one of the first to heed the call. They've set up base here and coordinate the distribution of food, medicines and offer emergency health care to survivors of the cyclone.
There's a big need for aid and relief in terms of food, in terms of water. So what happened with the flooding was a lot of the communities around here are subsistence farmers. So when the waters rose, they wiped out their crops, they wiped out their homes, so they lost all their food, they lost all their entire livelihood, So these people at the moment have nothing. So we're just trying to bring a bit of relief to that.
This clinic has been inundated with survivors, but there's also concern over the outbreak of disease.
Then other problems were the problems of malaria, because the people were without protection.
One of the challenges during natural disasters is the outbreak of diseases such as cholera. So what this group from Canada is doing is trying to mitigate against the outbreak of diseases such as cholera. They've brought with them from Canada a device that can purify water.
We're training the locals to actually use the machines that we're going to leave for them so that they can actually do their own water filtration. I think they're going to use it in all three of their locations where they have a pump well and this one where it's coming out on an electric well, because it's portable, and they're going to figure out how to best use it for themselves, and now they'll be trained in how to get it done.
Locals are overwhelmed by the response of the international community.
We feel happy and comfortable because we receive this to pure water, and it will help us to cure many diseases provoked by water.
We're actually standing in front of a hospital right now, and there's a lot of people in urgent need of medical care. People are giving birth right away. So what we're doing is we're preventing people from having to go to the hospital with waterborne diseases. So our aqua response here is taking out all of the water impurities so that it's 100% drinkable and potable water.
Meanwhile, food parcels are also being delivered to villages in far-flung areas. The Buzi River remains treacherous and muddy, but it remains a major artery for the distribution of aid. For now, it's feared the death toll could rise as more bodies are discovered from flattened homes and muddy waters. Njanji, Chauke, SABC News, Mozambique.